So today I'm going to quickly show everyone one of my favourite methods to find wonderkids in FM. So start away in shortlists. It's a really good place to start. You can keep track of everyone you're scouting. So here I'm just going to create a shortlist for the players that we're going to be looking for. This one's called Wonderkids Media Description. So that's obviously gives you a clue of what we're going to be looking at. So I untick send rescout player reports and messages there. I untick this to never as well. That's just a bit of personal preference, but I'm sure you can do as you like with that sort of thing. Yeah, so there's some things I enjoy, and I'm going to create another one here as well. This one's going to be called Promising Media Descriptions. So yeah, that's the first step for this method. Nice and easy, obviously, it's quite straightforward. Yeah, so but shortlists are really good for this. So next we want to head over to player databases. Make sure you've got scout players only unticked, and player interests I would set to not considered. And all you want to do is set the view to overview, just something that's quite default. I do struggle to adjust the columns here, but what you want to do is replace this last one with general info and then media descriptions. You can see it is a bit too long for it, and I'm going to struggle to adjust it because FM26 is a nightmare. So you're just going to sort everything by that last column there, that is media descriptions. As you can see, it might struggle to do it, and you can see it will sort them by everything. I'd recommend having the lower letters first, so Z, etc. It will be W though in this case. So what you want to do first of all, you can say 15 to 16. I would probably do 15 to 18, and the first thing that we're going to be looking for is players that have the promising tag. So there will be something for every position. So promising midfielder, promising winger, promising defender, etc. Promising fullback, things like that. Obviously these ones are a bit harder to find. They're generally in the middle, and if you've got quite a lot of players, it might take a little while for them to find them. But yeah, these are some really good promising players that you want to maybe keep an eye on in your save. Well, the 15 and 16 that might be a bit overvalued, but yeah, towards when they get to 18, they're definitely players that you want to keep your eye on. Yeah, they're really important for that sort of thing. Some of them can become really great players. Obviously, at the minute, these guys are quite expensive and maybe not the sort of players that you want to be picking up for their low current ability. But yeah, definitely someone that's worth keeping an eye on. So for the next step, which is really the main part, you kind of want to be looking at players 18 to 21. This is really where you're going to find these guys. And you can see in the media description that simply just has them as Wonderkid. So that's going to make sure everyone comes up. And simply just add those guys to the shortlist. So what you really want to do is probably search maybe each age, 18 to 21, and then search each position. This is because this list only shows a maximum of 10,000 players. You can see in the top left there I have it at 11,000, so I may be missing out on seeing 1,000 players, maybe missing out on seeing a few of the guys that have this media description, and maybe not find them. And you can see there's tons of these guys coming up. A lot of them are maybe a bit out of the budget, but definitely if you're a low end Premier League club, that sort of level of club, maybe you've got a few million in the bank, is definitely sort of players that you want to start looking at. So what I'm going to do here now is just go through every single position and get them on a shortlist, and then I'll go through them all at the end. But yeah, you just want to look at every position, every age in between 18 and 21, and find the guys with this media description. Make sure you have under the 10,000 players found in the top left there. Yeah, and you should pick them all up. It's a bit of a long process, but definitely something that's worth doing. So back over to the shortlist after finding every player, and you can see there's quite a lot of guys just on this list here, quite varying in pricing, but you can see this guy here for 1.5k, I believe that is, or 15k. Wow, what a talented player! You could flip him on so quickly. That's obviously a release clause at a Spanish club, but you know, if you could pick him up, he'd be great to flip on. Even though he's 19, I'm sure maybe he'll have come on a bit earlier. There's a few real guys left in there. But you can see here there's some really good cheap guys. You know, 12 million for this guy is really good. If you check this, you know, every month, every now and then, there's going to be different players coming up all the time. Players maybe have this description for quite a short amount of time, so you really do want to kind of keep an eye on it. They do get updated a bit random times. But yeah, you can see some of these 18-year-olds here. Wow, what a player he's going to be. But at 15 million as well, this guy is going to be a great pickup. So all these guys are age, I believe, 18 to 20. So great to pick up and great to develop still into your save. This guy I saw in another video as well. He looks really good. So yeah, this does show some really good players that you can pick up just by doing this method. Obviously, there's 68 players on this shortlist. A few of them are going to be way out of the price range unless you're at the top level of club. But you can see probably all likely to be 5-star PA. A few probably in that 4.5 stars, depending on how good your club is. The promising guys, I didn't quite pick all these guys up. You can see I didn't get every position, but a few of them are worth quite a bit more. I think this is something to do with the age and something to do with them being 15.